Kenzie Johnston with Livestock Digital Daily, bringing you your December 5th cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by Ag Risk Advisors. They help you manage your risks so you can manage your operation. With over 20 years of experience, Ag Risk Advisors provide honest and transparent advice. They offer insurance solutions to help you minimize risk and maximize profitability on your farming and ranching operations. They might not be able to make it rain, but they can sure ease the pain. If you want to learn more about pasture, rangeland, forage insurance, go ahead and reach out to Ag Risk Advisors. They can help you understand what PRF insurance is all about and everything it can do for your operation. According to Meeting Place, late last week, the Senate approved a bill by a vote of 80-15 that will enforce a labor deal between railroads and workers' unions, so a rail strike has been averted. The bill puts into place a contract giving rail workers a 24% raise over 5 years, plus retroactive bonuses. Biden is expected to sign the bill into law as soon as it reaches his desk. The Senate, however, did fail to pass a separate bill that cleared the House, which would have provided rail workers with 7 days of paid sick leave. Sick leave was a major roadblock when it came to contract negotiations between these unions and rail carriers, causing 4 of the 12 unions to reject the agreement here in recent weeks, leading us to where we are today. And as you'd expect, union labor leaders are now deeply frustrated with the Senate's rejection of the sick day proposal. But the bigger picture here is that our railroads, they are not going to come to a halt, and that is what matters at the end of the day. This update is also sponsored by Circle 5 Cow School. If you want to learn how to preg check your own cows or start AIing, Circle 5 Cow School is definitely the way to go. Almost every week, they're hosting classes somewhere between Texas and Tennessee. They do a great job. If you want to check out their schedule, head on over to circle5cowschool.com. That's the number 5 in there. Or you can go ahead and just give them a follow on Facebook. Fox News has reported the Dutch government is planning to purchase and then close down 3,000 farms in an effort to comply with a European Union environmental mandate that has the goal of cutting greenhouse gas emissions. According to sources, farmers in the Netherlands will be offered well over the worth of their farms in hopes of persuading them to take this deal voluntarily. So farms located in environmentally sensitive areas, those are the ones that are targeted with this new move. Those are the ones that are going to be offered this high price for their land, essentially hoping that they'll give it up. This isn't the first move that we've seen from the Dutch government try to reduce in hopes of reducing their agricultural industry. Way back in 2019, the Dutch Council of State ruled that every new activity emitting nitrogen, including farming and building, is required to obtain a permit. As expected, this rule prevented the expansion of dairy, pig, and poultry farms. In recent months, we've seen farmers voice their opposition to these new rules. Back in October, thousands of tractors jammed up traffic for 700 miles during rush hour in protest. Of course, these farmers, they feel like their livelihoods are at stake and their industry is being unfairly targeted, while others, like aviation, who actually are a significant source of greenhouse gas emissions, they aren't being targeted. LTO Nederland, a farmers' lobbying group, has accused the government of drafting restrictions without perspective. According to the group, it's positive that a good voluntary stop scheme is being promised, but those farmers and ranchers that want to stay and don't take the offer will have many additional restrictions imposed on them. So essentially, if these farmers, they do not take this deal from the government to buy them out, the government is going to choke them out. One way or another, the government is going to get it done to restrict the ag industry over there and basically do away with it. At the end of the day, that's what they want to do, is just totally do away with agriculture. So for those of you who do not know, the Netherlands is the world's second largest farm exporter. Top Dutch farm-based exports include flowers, dairy products, eggs, meat, and vegetables. So this move to prohibit their ag industry and essentially just choke it out, is going to have terrible impacts on their economy. But they aren't worried about that. They just want to see the ag industry go away. And besides the fact of it hurting their economy, I don't know what people expect to eat. You do away with agriculture, what are you going to eat? What's your plan? This update is also sponsored by Open Country LLC. Dan McMartin has Bunning 380 and 780 manure spreaders on his lot, along with a variety of other livestock equipment. Open Country also carries Gallagher products for 15% off all day, every day. If you want to check out everything they have to offer and learn more, head on over to www.opencountryllc.com. Finally, Reuters has reported, according to USDA data, soaring grain and livestock prices are expected to push U.S. farm incomes to a historic high this year. I'd like to know if all you folks out there are feeling this, if you feel like you're going to have a historic high this year for an income. Net farm income this year is forecast to increase $160.5 billion this year compared to $141 billion last year, an increase of $19.5 billion. The majority of growth in the crop sector is going to come from sales of corn, soybeans, and wheat. Livestock cash sale receipts are expected to increase almost 31% this year to $256 billion. In inflation-adjusted 2022 dollars, net farm income would be at its highest level since 1973, and net cash farm income at its highest level on record. With all that being said, of course, it is important to note that production costs are sky high year over year. Sky high. Almost all categories of expenses are forecast to be higher this year compared to last year. Fuel and oil expenses are forecast to see the highest percentage increase, up 47.4% to $20.5 billion, followed closely by interest expenses, up 41% to $27.4 billion. So yes, of course, you might make some more money this year. There's no doubt about that. But I don't even feel like you can say that considering the input costs that all farmers and ranchers are incurring. It's incredible what folks are paying right now just to keep the wheels turning. Absolutely incredible. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Have yourself a great week, and I'll catch you later.